9th of January 2026. And this What a Fucking News, I want to talk about primarily a video that Willem Petzer did this morning, in which he's making a big story about the fact that there are now international interest in the reality of tribal homelands. That's what it is in essence. They can call it all sorts of funny names. The fact is that South Africa, Dr. Verwoerd, embarked South Africa on the homeland route way back because he had the insight to understand that people like to be among their own people. And the homelands, I did a lot of business in some of the homelands. And if you talk about QwaQwa, for instance, QwaQwa had a bustling industrial zone. Children were going to school, people were working, there were streets and roads, there was water, there was electricity. Everything was functioning there. People were happy. And QwaQwa became an important hub for my business that I was in those years. But the reality is that the QwaQwa area was safe, it was secure. And so can you mention many of the other homelands. Take Bophuthatswana. Bophuthatswana flourished. Look at the stadiums, look at the university, the schools, the hospitals, everything. Transport, security. It was growing because it was the same people working together to better their lives. Now you must understand that the globalists, my famous XXX, don't want anything that resembles tribal unity. They fear it like hell because they know they cannot exist in a tribal community. They know it. That's why they fight it like they do. And they've got this fucking story of rainbow nations and integrations and what. Look at what they're doing to Europe with the immigrants. They're destroying the European cultural groups in totality. But this is a plan that was already published in 1927. I cannot mention the name of a fucker that wrote that book because the channel overlords does not like it if you reveal these things. But you can go and search for it. It was published, in which the Budgies already said that it is one of their main aims to destroy the white race with interbreeding. But the black people did not understand how wide this plan was. And if you want to see a practical situation, go and look at Zimbabwe, what is being done to the Ndebele. That Ndebele tribe are being destroyed and wiped off the books of history. How are they doing it? One of the big things is by making the young Ndebele girls pregnant from the Shonas. That results in a baby that is no longer Ndebele, and it isn't really Shona. It is a mixed breed. Where does that child actually belong? Nobody can really answer that. That child is living in a middle group that don't have cultural roots, that don't belong to any cultural grouping. That's what they're doing in Zimbabwe. And the Ndebele tribe in Zimbabwe is in deep shit. Now you must look at South Africa. Everybody screams about racism and apartheid and all of that cuck. But the smaller black tribes are slowly but surely disappearing because they're losing their identity. When I was a young child, you could see on a Highveld the different types of houses that was built by the locals, and they were painted in all colors and things like that. And everybody knew who the people were that lived there. Those people had cultural identity. They had pride. Same with Zululand. Same with Pondoland. Same everywhere. The tribal heritage was visible when you're in those areas. You could see the way the people dressed, the women and the men, and so they associated with their tribes, their history. They were familiar with their roots. They knew where they came from. They knew where they belong. And then what happened during 2020, 2021 with the pandemic? What happened? There were lots of regulations and the rules that came in and so forth. And people were pushed together like crazy. And those tribalists that resisted those things were severely shut down, and nobody's supposed to talk to them. But at the core of that whole fucking program, the old people were killed. And you, as a black man from South Africa, you must go and do some research and find out how many of your old people has died in the past 10 years. Now, why did the globalists, why were they so focused on killing the old people? Because the old people are a tribe's cultural library, a tribe's cultural center of information. It is the old people that tell the youngsters about the old days and tell the youngsters about their ancestors. And that is the main reason why the old people were basically killed with all that shit that they had them to take. Now, you can look at me and you can think, it's a fucking racist and what. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, my own tribe, the Boer tribe, has been under pressure of wipeout since 1904, 1905. There was a well-constructed and thought out and financed plan to destroy the Boer culture. So most of you black guys listening to me now today don't even know that there's a difference between an Afrikaner and a Boer. But I'm going to put it to you in a language that you can understand. If you are a Zulu man and somebody calls you a Venda, you know how you feel. You know how you feel. Or if you're a Venda and somebody calls you a Pedi, or you're a Pedi and somebody calls you a Xhosa, you know what it is. You know how that feels. And if you are a real man or woman with your tribal identity pure in you, you are hell of a upset if someone calls you another tribal name. But you expect me as a Boer to be happy for you to refer to me as a fucking Afrikaner. You don't understand the difference between Boer and Afrikaner. There's a massive cultural difference between a Boer and an Afrikaner. But I'm not going to talk about that now. I have spoken about it a lot of times. I'm talking about this video that Petzer published this morning, in which he refers to, that says now international awareness and drive towards tribal homelands. In 2023, I did a skid mark in which I predicted that balkanization is the only viable option for South Africa. South Africa is not a country, it is a region. Just the fact that we have got 13 official languages should tell you that. And now you've got a big fucking problem in South Africa. And that is that a small minority clique elite has got all the fucking power. And they are driving this international agenda by the fucking budgies to destroy your cultural identity. But if I talk about it, you immediately respond with racist and you want apartheid and all that cuck. You must look at the fundamental truths. Tribes thrive together. Yeah, and let me bring the Bible into it. tribes is God's plan for the world, for this earth. Show me one place in the Bible where there is anything discussed about this so-called democracy. Democracy is democracy, man. And they use it as an excuse to wipe out tribes, your core cultural identity. That is what they wipe out. But you blacks don't listen to a guy like me, because immediately when I start talking about cultural identity, you come with your cuck about apartheid and racism and all that shit. Do it. I don't give a fuck. They're wiping you out right in front of your eyes, and you are working with them to wipe you out. I have said it in many of my skid marks. You as a young black man must get into your car or in a taxi or what and go into the deep rural area, to the places where you think you come from, and find an old man there in his late 60s, 70s, 80s, and talk to him about the past and listen to what he's saying. Listen to what a guy like Ike Khumalo is trying to tell you. But you don't want to listen to Ike Khumalo because it doesn't ring true to the narrative that is being pumped into your fucking head. You must look at the realities. And I'm going to tell you this now, this morning. Once the tribes are wiped out, the cultural identity is wiped out, the people is fucked, because you will never again be able to form a unity and a unified force to resist these fucking Satanists. But that's the story. In South Africa, the Zulus is the biggest tribe, but they are also the tribe that are currently being diluted by interbreeding, and they don't fucking realize it. And what was done in 94 with this Sasa baby thing is satanic, because it turned that baby into a commodity. The women just want the baby to get the Sasa grant, so they don't fucking give a shit who the father is. That's why they tell you today 64% of the Sasa babies don't know who their fathers are. So they don't have any cultural roots, nothing. They're in that in-between group. They belong nowhere. That's a group that can be manipulated by fucking evil people like this ANC cabal. So, let me stop on this. I'm telling you guys, you black guys listening to me, look around you and try and figure out what happened to your tribe. What is currently happening to your tribe? That is, if you fucking know what tribe you are. That is the big thing. Because the majority of you don't fucking even know to what tribe you belong. You're already in that mixed group that has got no fucking roots. This is a classic example of Moses 6 verse 13. Fuck around and find out. And you guys are finding out. And you can call me a racist and whatever you like. I'm fighting like hell for my tribe, the Boer tribe. And for you blacks listening to me, get it into your fucking skulls. There's a difference between an Afrikaner and a Boer. There's a moor of a big difference. Go and read the history. Please give me a like and subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.